This time, you can't just fade away into the shadows. There will be consequences. Your story is close to ending, and even you can't escape it. But what ending will you make for yourself? I'm here to give you one last gift, Dowd. It's a mystery. One that starts with a name.
Hey there.
Delilah.
Okay, but she'll just steal my kills. I don't want that anywhere near me. PSN gave you $10. How did that happen? Rothwild Slaughterhouse. A captain of industry. Bundry Rothwild is a ruthless businessman who owns a slaughterhouse, of course, and a fleet of whaling ships, including a ship called the Delilah. Infiltrate the Rothwild slaughterhouse and find out what's behind the name.
For 6 months, the city writhed and changed. For 6 months, I tried to forget what I'd done to the Empress and her little girl. But there was no forgetting. I needed to find my next move. But all I had was that name. Delilah. Who was she? A threat? Or an ally? Word came from my second-in-command, Billy Lurk. In a house built on secrets, Lurk was especially good at uncovering them. There was a ship called the Delilah that hunted whales for Bundry Rothwild. A former deckhand who'd made good. Now he owned a slaughterhouse, and he ran his workers like a prison gang. A ship named Delilah. It could be a coincidence, but it's not. In Dunwall, things are always tangled up like a bag of snakes.
Roll credits. Favors. As Dowd? You can use your network of spies and corrupt merchants to purchase equipment and upgrades before each mission. You can also pay for special favors. These favors can have a variety of effects in the mission, such as granting access to equipment, caches, or revealing secret information. Howdy, Noxie. Is there any, Dowd, thank you. That is the phonetic-ish thing I needed to see. Um, 20K. Is there a high chaos or low chaos ending for this? Choke dust, what is this? Temporarily disables. Dowd sounds like a name or a noise. Arnold Schwarzenegger, yes. Correct. There are different endings. Wonderful. So it actually matters. Unfortunate. Buy one of those, 2 of those, 3 of those. Fill this. Take one of those just in case. Another one of those for good measure. 2 more for good measure. By 3, huh? See, if I had realized that these were there, this is neat. I'll do the first one. As blind as I can. Howdy, Pat. I've made terrible decisions because I didn't realize that the upgrades were there till it was too late. You have to be a friendly.
Dowd, you're here. I got bored, so I started without you. Turns out we're here on the perfect day. There's a strike at the plant.
Actually,
And it's no
assassins.
wonder. Rothwild runs this place like a prison. The stupid workers can't even get in without a time card. When the strike started, the butchers confiscated all the cards they could find. They've given the City Watch free rein to use force. If you ever wondered why I wanted out of the slums, here's your answer. There'll be other ways in, I'm sure of it. You don't mind if I tag along, right? Just to keep an old man safe. One last thing. I found something for you. I know you collect these. I'll be on the rooftops till you need me.
Later, nerd. Is that what I wanted? Is it what I wanted? It is what I wanted. Summon assassin. Huh. Well, that's neat. Can you live with me? I don't know. Protection from what or whom? God, do I wait for summon assassin? I feel like that can be. All right. Do I go for low chaos or go high? Because this determines the ending. Well, to be honest, I don't really care. I hate the ending mechanic. I hate it so much because it's so restrictive. So I'm going to disregard it. Roleplay Dowd. We'll see. I'll do this first. Because I like double jumps. Yes.
Go on. Drop the property or we'll lock you up too.
You have to give me back my time card. Get back in. You had no right to take it.
Try and get past me, and I'll see you swinging from a meat hook.
Void gaze.
Dice.
Orders are to confiscate those cards. No exceptions.
I hope you die. I hope the plague gets you.
So I need to deal with him. He's fine. Okay. Holy shit, that jump. Leviathan Sorrow. I'm pretty sure I've read this. Wait, maybe not. I don't remember that name. Little is known of Picotti, credited with a series of pamphlets arguing against the whaling trade. While he is gifted, his views are nonsense and threaten the economic underpinnings of the empire. 1. Enslavement. On the breeding and husbanding of whales versus hunting the beasts in the wild after a natural and free life cycle. Picotti offers no solutions for where these massive malevolent creatures might be pastured. Malevolent creatures? How are whales? That's rude. 2. Dissolution. Laments on the destruction of social bonds between herd members. Picotti actually uses the term families. 3. Harmony. Drivel on the aesthetic wonder of what is, in reality, the great and terrible ocean that threatens to swallow us. Includes arguments on the gentle nature of the brutes, a notion refuted by seamen who return to share, wide-eyed, with the tales of the whale's savagery. 4. Disruption. Here Picotti is on his weakest footing, issuing up feverish warnings against the displacement or transference of natural beasts from their native environments. Yes, hello. There's a projector out here. Or pylon. Stop.
How did it pass me by? All the others.
Great tale, where are you? Below me, perhaps. Meet death, bones, and sawn. Butcher's journal. Leanna looks worried when I come home at night. She's looking for that spark, our love, the life we had just 2 years ago, all our ambitions. But the more she pulls at me, the more I resent her, the more I bury all that. When her father was killed at the carriage station, I gave up my studies at the Academy of Natural Philosophy. So mismanaged were their finances, with so many debts in arrears. I've never seen that word before, arrears. I wish I had an echo dot in here so I could ask. That her mother and younger brothers would have been ruined had I not. My work feeds us all and keeps the rent paid to that shriveled old leech, Wainwright. I hate this work, but in the time of plague, it takes all one's efforts to stay afloat of the desperation, the blood and the rats. There are bribes that must be paid to the Lord Regent's City Watch and Barrister Arnold Timsh. That's a weird name. Timsh dead counters. That is Oj. Okay, thank you. Offend the wrong bureaucrat and your home is seized. Oh, there's more. And you're off to the flooded district, so it falls to me. Every day I drive my screaming saw. Oh, jeez. I drive my screaming saw into the beast's eyes wide open. I studied them for years at the academy and on my trips into the field. Now, working in the slaughterhouse, the wrongness is like a wound in my head. The first months I worked in a numb state, then my predominant... Well, I don't know why I see a comma there. There is not a comma there. Then my predominant mood was anger. Now the wound is scabbing over, and on some days I feel a kind of power. My entire existence is meat. All there is in my mind is meat, death, bones, and song. The terrifying songs. They come to me in my sleep now. It's Kids Bob. I look into the great eye. As I take away life slowly. There's a kind of deep connection with the beasts, knowing I'll be coming back again and again, removing pieces for hours, sometimes days. They sing for us, a funeral lament that causes me to tremble. Leanna and I still share a bed, but the more she tries to make me feel something, the more I recede. The person I was is dead now. At least one person feels something. Where are you? Carbon coated, thank you. You did the thing with Twitch Prime, no less. Good to have you and welcome. I know where that is. Delicious. One of my favorite things is to think of these stone cold killers, these assassins, walking around murdering people while shoving bits of bread into their traps, or just devouring cans of whatever it is. Oh boy, here we go. What did that do? Ernest Hemingway. Is that... I assume that's your cat. I've not known Ernest Hemingway to purr. He's so deft.
There's a man out on the river watching the place. If I weren't so young and pure of heart, I'd suggest he's up to no good.
Huh. Also, sushi fish. Sushi fish. You were delicious. Also, thank you. You did the thing with Twitch Prime as well. Welcome. Wasn't crouched at all. How'd he croak you?
Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight?
Never doubt.
Never doubt it. thing with this... Never mind. Don't need to. That was a waste.
You've had your fun, Butcher. When does the oil start to flow again?
It's all fixed, Chief. We got the time cards.
Never
printed up,
doubt it.
now
God
we're
damn it.
Melty leader.
So you know the Regent doesn't give a shit who wins your little labor dispute. The Regent cares about the whale oil coming out on schedule.
He'll get what he needs. Just keep the strikers in line.
Oh, before I do that. I can't. See. Ow.
Won't stay hidden. Here you are.
Excuse me. Ow. No. That's so difficult to do for me. I don't know why. Actually align that. Oh, that man is still alive. And then the sharp thing. No. I mean, I just did, but that's beside the point. Void Gaze is one of my favorite names for anything. Look at that sorry fool. Don't you go in there. Bollocks. Oh, he is efficient. Void Gaze. Are they no longer... Makes me think of like an expired coupon. I thought I killed you. Wait, who did I see? If not you, then...
You still on break or what?
Have a good night, Annika. Thank you for hanging out. An expired gay. Look at that fellow.
What's going on there?
Oh, you know,
Probably just the wind.
just the wind. Oh, hey. What does Void Gaze do? It allows me to see bone charms and items. Well, that's effective. Archmine shipment. Mr. Rothwild, I have great appreciation for the use of your space and your whales in the advance of my studies. All of Dunwall will be in your debt for your contribution to my work. In light of your recent difficulties, I have prepared for you a gift of my latest defensive technology, the Archmine. It is based on my Arc Pylon and will provide superb protection against intruders and those that would interfere with our efforts. I am certain that the device will serve you well. Anton Sokolov. The boat checks on the Wrenhaven. Book on members of the City Watch assigned to the Wrenhaven River. Dearest Rutherford, your latest writing brought me a mix of sadness and delight. I was sorry to hear of the passing of your friend Corcoran from Morley. He was undoubtedly a good man and a worthy ally in your work with the City Watch in Dunwall. I know that the river patrol is a difficult assignment, especially during these times, but it is important work. So given all that you've told me, I can only assume Corcoran was as brave as you are, my younger brother. It saddens me that such a vile organization as the Dead Eels, even Dead Eels, please, even exists outside of the realm of those lurid Gothic novels we read as school children. That you and your men should have to face them out in the waters of the Wrenhaven is terrifying. Boats must be checked, I know. But if you should be harmed while ensuring some Tivian fur trader is carrying the correct tax papers, I will never forgive this new Lord Regent and his flurry of laws. You talked of adventure when you signed on, and danger seemed to excite you. But you'll forgive me if I hope to see your patrol transferred further west, near to Caldwin's Bridge, where the military presence is stronger, and the smuggling gangs fear to ply their wicked trade. I've gathered this much from the newspapers, but perhaps there is nowhere safe in Dunwall right now, certainly along the river. It pains me to imagine the customs crew at the checkpoints near your patrol being so short-handed. My mind reels at the thought of how anything else can take priority over my brother's life. I tell you what I wouldn't give to be in charge of allocating the security details. You'd have 100 men at your call, but I know that is impractical. Please write me again when you can. All of us look forward to your words, and I often share them after dinner with our friends and those visiting us here in Driscoll. May your letter bring news of the eradication or imprisonment of Lizzie Stride and her cursed dead heels. Stay safe and remember as always, your sister, Pearl. I'm not impressed with her name. Gangs need intimidating names like the Shining Mole Rats. Shit! I just jumped. Can I just drop this? I cannot.